So this is kind of piggybacking on a conversation we had yesterday. There was a lady who made the news because she thought her husband was cheating on her.
I mean, he was.
And he was. She made banana bread for her best friend who she thought her husband was cheating with. Her husband is allergic to bananas. Deathly allergic to bananas. And the day after she made banana bread for her friend, her husband went into anaphylactic shock because he was kissing the friend who had bananas on her lips.
I'm still so torn on this because I still feel like that's attempted murder.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah.
Piggybacking on that, there's new research that revealed the states with the most cheaters. Here's something to be proud of. Speaking of, Ohio did not make the top 10 list, which is good. The rankings were based on the number of searches for the Ashley Madison app, which is specifically, if you don't know what it is, it made the news a couple years back. It's for married people looking to have an affair.
Yes. Yes, it is.
You want to run through the top 10? Top 10 most cheating states?
Colorado. Okay, nope, sorry.
Well, let's go 10.
I know, I see that now. I had to scroll, okay? 10 is New York. I feel like it should be higher than that for some reason. 9, Connecticut. 8, Massachusetts. 7, Washington. 6, Montana. Really?
Wait till you hear number 2.
5, Nebraska. Okay. 4, Illinois. 3, New Hampshire. 2, North Dakota. Are we sure this is accurate? Unless they're just really bored, I guess. And 1, Colorado. That one shocks me.
Colorado doesn't shock me. North Dakota does. There's only like 9 people there. How did they search that many times for the Ashley Madison app?
And Nebraska, Montana, really?
There's a woman, her name is Madeline Smith. She is touted as a professional honey trapper. Okay. She said, if you're unsure whether your partner is cheating or not, some things to keep an eye out for. Hiding their phone is an obvious but big one. Others include never posting any pictures of you.
Okay, I don't agree with that one.
For everything.
I agree with that. Yep, I do.
All right, they won't share their location.
Yeah,
they accuse you of cheating?
Yeah, no, that's okay. That right there is the number 1 sign usually.
If they accuse you of cheating?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been cheated on, so I know.
Oh.
Yeah, not by my husband, obviously. I wouldn't be with him.
And he was like, are you cheating on me?
Yeah, it was the whole thing. Yeah. It's like all the time. And I'm like, no, but you are.
Oh, okay. So that's a big sign.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, it is. But I don't agree with the posting on social media all the time because, my husband just doesn't do anything on social media. So,
Emily, share what you just said about Starbucks.
No, because it's embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing. Just share what you said about Starbucks.
I said, let's be honest, Starbucks sizes are fake, and we still say venti like we know what it means.
You don't go to Starbucks, though.
I know, but yeah, and whenever I try to surprise my husband with something, I'm like, oh, which one do I get?
Oh, well, it's easy. Tall is the small, grande is the medium, venti's the large. I think it's Trenta is the even bigger one. I don't know if there's is there a bigger one than that?
I hope not, because it sounds like you would die.
Trenta's like a bucket.
That's insane.
Is there a bigger one? Text me, 991-1039. I can't remember if there is. Not only do I know the Starbucks sizes, but I can rattle off everybody's order, too.
What's mine?
Yours is water.
Yes, you're correct.
You go to Starbucks and get water. If I go for my one daughter gets a grande strawberry acai lemonade, light ice, no berries, add peach juice.
Okay. That sounds very fancy.
I can rattle them off because I've said them so
random
many times.
That you know and that are stuck in your head. Got it.
Speaking of drive-thrus and ordering and stuff like that, there's a new trend that
Please don't do this.
kind of hilarious. Remember the whole pay it forward thing where you go through Starbucks or whatever and like you say, hey, I'm going to pick up the person behind me, then they pull up and
yes.
they're like, oh, the person in front of you got your drink, and then you pay for the next person.
So now a woman obviously took to TikTok because apparently that's what you do these days. She shared how someone tried to pay it backwards for her. Not for her. Well,
pay it
backward at Dunkin' Donuts. And she pulled up and the employee said that the guy ahead of her said she would be paying for his order. And I have a lot of thoughts on this.
So this guy took his order and it's like, yeah, wonder if he said it was his wife or something behind him.
I don't know, but regardless, I'm not paying for that because it's not my fault that you believed his lie. to you. Right?
That is just creative stealing more than anything.
Yes. And it's not my fault he stole from your company. So I'm not paying for it. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong.
You know, if it was like $2, I'd be like, okay, whatever, just add it on.
No, I wouldn't. It's the principle of the fact, okay? It's not my fault you believed a lie.
Maybe the guy's hungry and can't afford the food he ordered.
Well, then he shouldn't be at Dunkin'.
Well, he figured out a way to get some free food.
I need to know what kind of car he drove and stuff, because it was probably someone who is in a really nice, expensive car or something.
Probably was.
Yeah.
So pay it backward. Please don't do that this morning.
Do you think I'm wrong? Because I would say that's not my fault.
No, if somebody was like, yeah, he said you're paying for his, I'd be like, no, I'm not.
I don't know who that is. I mean, yeah, it's not my fault they lied and you believed it. Nope.
I've always been afraid to do the pay it forward thing too at a drive-through because what if okay, I go through Starbucks, I get my order, it's like $4 or whatever it is, $5, and then the person behind me ordered 60 things.
Soccer van full of young teenage girls, stuff like that.
Right.
That would be your luck, yeah.
That would be my luck. Okay, I'm gonna pay for theirs. Okay, that'll be $943.
I just always feel like you have to continue it, you know?
Yeah.
And it seems very hard on the, baristas and stuff like that.
I think it is.
Okay.
Well, okay, once Emily finished Googling Google, which you totally did.
Yes, it was what is that called when you type something in that you're looking at or talking about?
I don't know, but you Googled Google.
Yeah.
You're like, I just searched Google.
Surprise, it comes up Google.
Kirsch and Emyle, classic hit country, 103.9 The Maverick.
Today's a day.
We got a bunch of texts on this one. And here's what brought this up. I was at Kroger yesterday, and I had to buy...
Which Kroger, Kirsch?
The Lewis Center Marketplace, where I spend half of my life and most of my paycheck. Now, I was buying body wash, which is a weird product to begin with, body wash. It's just a weird sounding thing. And it occurred to me that it's hard to find bar soap anymore. They don't make it. There's a couple sections of it, but there's hardly any bar. Do you use bar soap?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay, where do you get it?
Mine is non-toxic and a whole thing. So, yeah.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. But
it's hard to find bar soap anymore.
I get it online.
They used to have commercials for it on TV, Zestfully Clean and Irish Spring and all these.
I'm going to make you some bar soap.
Ivory soap floats. They used to promote that.
So you think it's just gone forever?
Well, no, it's just really hard to find now.
Okay.
Thanks to body wash.
Okay.
But anyhow, so that brought the question up about products that they don't make anymore that you miss. And I brought up pudding pops as well, Jell-O pudding pops, which were amazing. They don't exist anymore, which makes me sad. What are some of the other ones we got?
Crystal Pepsi. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you're laughing like you've had a bad experience or something.
It was gross. I don't know why they did that.
Crunch taters.
What are crunch taters? I don't remember those.
I don't either, but it was something Lay's apparently offered because I had to look this one up that we got, and I was like, oh, okay. There's an alligator and some tater chips or something.
The ones that I saw come in that made me go, oh my gosh, I forgot about those. Disney Pops were one of them. The Disney-shaped, what are they, popsicles.
I want to bring those back.
Squeeze-Its. Somebody mentioned those drinks that...
Yep,
the bottle you could squeeze?
This one, I don't remember this, but maybe you do. Bud Dry?
Yeah, I remember Bud Dry.
Okay, you're laughing like I wasn't supposed to say that on air or something.
I'm glad they don't make it anymore.
Was it not good?
It just wasn't great. I don't know what the point of it was.
Okay.
Who wants a nice dry beer?
Oh, Fruitopia. Someone said Fruitopia. I remember that.
Fruitopia, yeah.
Yeah.
And since it's National Bubble Tea Day, I should bring up the OG. How about Orbits? Do you remember Orbits, the drink?
Oh, no. I was thinking Orbit gum.
No, Orbits. It was the drink with blobs in it.
So, every other Wednesday right now, we are talking about our friends at the Union County Humane Society. And since today is also National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day, what more perfect time to talk about adopting a new friend, right? Or you're just staring at me like, no.
Well,
okay, anyways, I'm going to keep going with the urgency.
No, here's the thing. Like, it's funny because you're so passionate about this, and I am too. I want these dogs to find homes.
I walked myself into this, yes.
I am such a dog fan, and we have the most wonderful dog. You know who doesn't have a dog? Emily.
Yes.
And she's like, you need to go adopt these dogs. You need to, you, as you drive your car on 270 or 315 or 71 or wherever you are right now, you need to go adopt these dogs. Not me, not Emily.
I do need to adopt him, Kirsch, but we've discussed this. I am not the one in charge of that decision. Anyways, the Union County Humane Society is in desperate need for foster parents right now. There are 2 dogs specifically. They're so cute. Hayes is one of them. She's in foster care but needs a new spot for the next month. And she just doesn't do well in the shelter, which I understand. And she does need to only be the pet in the house. And then there's Zoe, and she's blind. But you know what? Aww. She's still amazing, and her current foster home is just a little too chaotic. So if you can help the Union County Humane Society foster these animals, just go to their website and check out how to do that.
What is the website? It's uchspets.org.
Yes, it is.
You know, can I offer you some advice?
Me or the listeners?
No, you.
Okay. Yes, Kirsch, what?
It is much easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission.
Okay.
You say I'm not the one in charge of this decision. Sure you are. Just ask for forgiveness.
Okay. And you know what? I'm going to do that, and let's see how that goes.
It's going to go well. You know exactly what happens. You would get a puppy or a dog, and you'd bring it home, and he'd be like, why do we have this dog in our house? And within a month, it would be him snuggling on the couch with the dog.
Sometimes I wonder, would he even notice? Honestly. I don't know.
What do you even know?
I don't know.
You know what? That is a very fair question. I know him. You know, it's funny, Emily. We don't have any windows in our studios back here.
Why is that funny?
I just walked out and saw how beautiful it is. Last time I looked outside, it was still dark. And I'm like, wow, what a beautiful morning.
Oh, I was like, why is that? Okay, yes. You're right. We don't get to see the sunshine, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I get to see you every morning, and that's enough sunshine for my life.
You're right. Which
Kirsch and Emily.
Kurt. Oh my gosh, my voice.
Oh, you're getting choked up. So,
yes, no.
Let's talk about this ice bucket challenge
That's
real
what
quick.
I was going to say. Yes.
All right. So the Speak Your Mind ice bucket challenge is back. Hashtag Speak Your Mind. It's to raise awareness for mental health. And we talked about this last week, and we decided to open up voting over on Facebook and Instagram. For you to vote on which one of us should participate in the ice bucket challenge here at the station. Who's going to get a bucket of ice water dumped on their head?
And we're not going to be just boring about it. We're going to make it fun and interesting.
So you wanted
when you get dumped.
Well, you wanted to make a last-ditch effort or last-ditch,
like a pitch
case.
Yes.
A pitch. So what do you got?
Oh, no, you're going first. Okay, fine,
No.
I'll go. Fine, okay.
You go.
Listen, it's Kirsch. That's all I got. I get cold easily. I'm so sweet and innocent. And you make fun of me at least once a day. So I think that deserves a little ice on you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's very nice of you.
I don't know how else to pitch it besides it's just you. Plus it'd be funny. It's funny.
Tell me I'm like a frail senior citizen.
No,
and
it would be so much funnier if it was dumped on you than me. Let's be honest. And I have I'm a theme girly, so I have so much planned for you. If you're the one to get the ice bucket dumped on you, I'm just saying.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Go vote for me. We'll dump it on me.
Yeah, I don't like the way you said that.
No, go vote for me. We'll dump it on me.
Why? It's giving me bad vibes. What's your intention?
I'm just saying, go vote for me. I'll take the ice bucket. Let's go.
No, you don't give up that easily, Kirsch.
I think it'll be fun.
Is it because your whole construction plan fell apart? Is that why?
No, that's not it at all. I'm just saying, let's dump it on me. Let's go. I'll take it.
Okay, good.
I'll take one for the team. There you go.
Okay. Something feels off here.
Emily does not want this to happen to her. So she wants nothing more than to stay dry.
I do.
She wants to be warm and cozy and everything else, and she wants to see me drenched in ice water.
I see what you're doing, Kirsch.
So go vote for me.
Kirsch, I see what you're doing, and I don't like it. You're doing that whole...
See what happens. We're going to reveal the winner tomorrow.
Vote Kirsch,
Vote
please.
for me. That's all I'm going to say. Emily, help me out here. Help me understand this. Why all the Android hate from iPhone users?
Who do you hang out with? Because I don't know.
Well, it's funny because I can't tell you how many times that people will be like, oh, you have an Android? Yeah, I have a really nice phone, actually.
That's not important enough for me to hate and waste my time on hating.
Here's what brought this up.
I think you need new friends.
I apparently do. No, there's a study they did, and they found that iPhone users overall look down on Android users. They look at them as poor.
You are a lot richer than me, let me just tell you that. So
they look at them as uneducated and not cool.
Okay, I mean, you are very educated. Cool is to be determined.
Well, yeah, I'm not even going to try to say I'm cool. They look at them as not tech savvy and not fun. Is what they found in this survey.
Way more tech savvy than I am, and
I think I have a good time.
Fun. It depends on your mood. I'm just kidding. You're always fun, Kirsch.
So why is that, do you think? It's funny because when we got our girls' phones, there was no question in my mind that we were going to get them iPhones because I know a lot of their friends would leave them out of group chats and everything else if they had Android. So let me ask you this. Are the green text bubbles that offensive to you?
No. I mean, you do ruin the group chats, but I still include you.
How do I ruin the group chats?
Because it's green. It all goes green because of you.
It does bother you.
It doesn't bother me. It's just
How does that ruin it, though? I don't understand it.
I don't know, because there was a vibe. I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
You are one of those people.
No, I'm not. I mean, we still include you. Would you like us to not?
I don't know.
I enjoy when you're in the group chat.
I do too.
You send very fun. This is going to sound weird, but you have pictures. You were, your memes and pictures are on point.
They are typically. No, I'm trying to figure out. Help me understand that. How do green? If you can explain it, text us 991039. Unless you're on an Android phone, you probably don't have texting. We haven't gotten there yet.
Because I'm not that, I'd rather spend my energy hating something else.
Okay, well, I don't understand how green bubbles ruin a chat.
I don't know. Ask your girls. They probably know. Is it because you can't reply maybe to certain messages and stuff? You can't do things the iPhone can do.
You can though,
but
on
not
an Android.
In a group chat.
Not on an iPhone in a group chat.
And also, you can't FaceTime.
Yeah, I can. Just not on FaceTime.
Okay, Okay.
I'm done with you.
I'm done with your Android-ness right now.
And we've got somebody in studio now that I'm excited to talk to. Evan from North To Nashville is coming in this morning. Welcome to Kirsch and Emyle, Evan.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Oh, I'm having so much fun. But before we get into music or Full Throttle Thursday or any of that kind of stuff, I have a very important question for you.
Oh, yeah.
We were just talking about this on air, the Android versus iPhone battle.
I was very nervous here. Yep.
So there's a thing I was reading. Now, you said you're married.
Yep.
Okay. If you were single, would you, as an iPhone user, because I see you've got that iPhone over there. As an iPhone user, if you were single, would you date an Android user?
Oh, man. Well, my wife did it for the longest time, so I was saying right before we had kids, I was all Android, and then, the second we had them, my wife was like, hey, you gotta, I can't deal with these green bubbles anymore. Every time I was asking her to send me videos, they were coming through all pixelated. She was like, I'm not emailing them to you anymore. You got to flip over. So I think, I think I would maybe try it out for a little bit, but then after a while, it kind of gets old.
Can you imagine if someone didn't date someone because of what phone they had?
I know, right?
Come on, Kirsch.
It's apparently a thing.
It's a thing.
That's what I'm reading.
Yep.
So anyhow, Emily, let's talk about tomorrow night, what you've got going on.
So Full Throttle Thursday. Hopefully the rain's going to hold off for us.
Fingers crossed.
You guys are kicking it off. Yep. Super excited. And we're happy to be there. Last year, I was there with you guys.
Yeah.
And you have the craziest following ever. And I love it. But I need to know, do you have any like crazy fan moments that you can talk about on air appropriately?
Sure. We one of the crazier ones, we played a country concert in Fort Laramie, and a dude came up and was like, "Man, I'm such a big fan. Do you mind signing like my hat and shirt?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, no problem, whatever." And he's like, "Hey, I got a really weird request. It's kind of funny, but do you mind signing my thumb?" And I'm like, "What?" And he showed me his hand, and he did not have a thumb. It was like a stump of a thumb that he wanted me to sign. And I'm like, okay, this is maybe one of the weirder, crazier things that I've done. But no, our fans are amazing.
Yeah.
We've got folks out there getting tattoos of our
logo. They had custom merch for you guys, and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's nuts. Never would I have imagined it's gotten to this point. So it's pretty cool.
So how did you guys come up with the name?
Oh gosh, there's long story behind that. So when we were starting out, like I'm a big fan of alliteration. So I love like the double N's, North To Nashville, or like east of everywhere, that sort of thing. So we kind of wanted to do something like with the Nashville name. So originally we were, north of Nashville, being from, up here. And then we got hit with a cease and desist letter from somebody else that had the name trademarked. And at this point we already had like, 800 to probably 1,000 people following us on like social media and stuff. So we're like, I don't want to change the entire name of the like Facebook group or website or whatever. So let's just change the of to North To Nashville. And that's kind of where it stuck. And now people are like, your band name doesn't make any sense. I'm like, hey, listen, buddy, I get it. So this is just, we're just doing what we had to do at the time. All right. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Not the letter, the cease and desist. No, I don't love that for you. But, it's a fun story to tell.
Well, we're working on getting our own thing trademarked. So it's, it all comes full circle.
Is your group text like named North To Nashville?
Sure is.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I love that. Don't look at me like that.
Does it have blue bubbles or green text bubbles?
It's got a green, thanks to our drummer, Ben Anderson. So
he's always the one.
He's the only Android person in the group.
Kirsch is the one for us at Maverick, that's for sure.
Talking with Evan Blankenship from North To Nashville. So, Evan, you've played these Full Throttle Thursdays before, right?
Yeah. This is, I think, our third year for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've done a bunch of these. What's the crowd? What's the crowd have to look forward to tomorrow night? Is it going to be some of the new stuff that's coming out, or is it? What are you guys going to be playing?
We are working on new music. We're not ready to tease it just yet. But we got a bunch of the originals and a bunch of like feel good dancing music that people I think want to get out there. And like I said, fingers crossed the rain holds out. So dancing in the sun or clouds or whatever. But no, like all of our shows are, I feel like, always high energy, lots of fun. So I think if you've seen a North To Nashville show before, you kind of know what to expect.
I don't know how you guys have I need the energy all the time. You guys are just so like amped up, and I'm so jealous all the time.
There's a lot of adrenaline that comes with that too. When you're entertaining people for 3-4 hours a night, it's you got a lot of juices flowing. Yeah. So it's a good feeling.
Love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Are you jealous
Evan,
you're not going to be there now?
I am. I am. I've got sports to go to for my kids, which are important.
I get it.
Evan, can you hang out for about 6 more minutes? I do have a couple other questions for you.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, hang out for just a few. I want to bring a few things up that you may not be prepared for, but no, there's nothing to be nervous about, Emily, I promise. Evan Blankenship from North To Nashville joining us in studio this morning, and you're going to be playing at Full Throttle Thursday, where Emily's going to be making a grand appearance as well tomorrow night over at Fortress Obetz.
I'm the biggest woo girl ever.
Oh, come on now. We love them. We love them.
Love those woo girls. So, Evan, take us back a second, because before being in the band, you actually played football at this college somewhere.
Yeah, a little place called the Ohio State University, baby. So, I was there from 2007 to 2011 under Tress. So.
What's so funny is anytime I mention your band to people, they're like, "Oh yeah, Evan played for OSU," and I'm like, everyone mentions that.
Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand with one another. So.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
exactly.
Yes, good to know.
Yeah.
How did you go from offensive lineman to fronting a band?
Oh, gosh, that's a great question. So back when I was playing, we had this thing called Buckeyes Got Talent, which was a student-athlete talent show, raising money for, like, the Boys and Girls Club of Columbus. And so I was kind of, like, voluntold. Once, like, people started hearing that I could, like, sing maybe a little bit on the football team, they're like, hey, we have this, like, talent show that we want you to do. So started doing the talent show, and that was, like, the very first time I ever started singing in front of people. And then from there, kind of, people down in Nashville kind of heard about what I was doing. And so once I graduated, I went down to Nashville and started working on, in recording studios and kind of learning the ins and outs of the industry. And then it just kind of blew up from there. So it's been a crazy ride.
Awesome.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, I'm not looking at you like anything. I just wanted to ask Evan, you just want to talk about how we grew up like 15 minutes from each other?
Oh, come on now. Yeah.
He sounds creeped out. Like, okay.
No, Ian's going down to Permanis there tonight, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're from Pittsburgh. You're from Monaca, right?
Yeah. About 35 minutes northwest of Pittsburgh.
I grew up in Cranberry Township.
Oh, yeah. I got buddies living there now.
Oh,
so.
you guys are besties for life now.
I know.
Too bad you're missing out tomorrow night, huh?
So, my question is this. What are your thoughts on Will and Jack going to the Steelers?
I have never been more excited about a draft, probably in my entire life. When I was texting my buddies back home, and they were asking me, what do you know about Jack Sawyer? What do you know about Will Howard? And I'm like, get ready, because, we got more Super Bowls that are coming my way.
There you go.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Amen.
I'm a big fan of it, so.
I was so excited about that too, and I feel what, Will Howard I think could be the next Ben Roethlisberger for the Steelers.
That's what people are
Aren't you
saying.
like besties with him?
We're not besties. I just called his high school football games when I worked for WFIN
my
in
bad.
Findlay.
There you go. Yeah, so besties, right?
Yeah, exactly, besties. So there you go. Okay, well, I just wanted to see about that and let you know that, hey, you got a hometown boy right here, too.
Oh, I love it, man. Anytime Steeler fans can get together and reunite here in Ohio, that's a beautiful thing.
We're going to get so many texts right now being like, you jerk, gross, all that kind of stuff. Go back to Cleveland, people. No, I'm kidding. So Evan Blankenship from North To Nashville. Check them out tomorrow night at Full Throttle Thursday out at Fortress Obets. Emily's you're going to be the biggest woo girl, you said, right?
I am.
Woo away.
Yes.
Come on.
I love it. I'm ready.
What's the website? Where can people check out your music and everything, Evan?
Yeah, NorthToNashville.com. North To Nashville everywhere on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that good
They're
stuff.
everywhere.
So, everywhere. Yep.
So you can woo all around.
Woo everywhere. All right, thanks for stopping in this morning.